I don't take that medicine 3 times a day anymore because I don't hurt it, so I don't need it. And then that nerve ran down both my legs. And so I couldn't walk. I'm back walking, Dave. I go walking every morning.
Martha, how did you find carnivore?
I was up one night. Some nights I can't sleep. So one night I was up, I couldn't sleep. So I turned the TV on, and I always like YouTube because the other stuff, either too much killing in the bed, too much, or something going on. I don't like it. So I just watch YouTube. That's all I ever do. So I put on YouTube and carnivore. I seen you and a lot of other people talking about carnivore. I had did keto. I had did Atkins. I did Atkins way in the 90s. Because I was 300. I got up to 300. I loomed up to 200, 300 pounds. And by 2003, I got to do something because I developed, they said it's time, pre-diabetes. I'm full-blown diabetic now. And I said, I got to do something. So Atkins, a friend was on Atkins. So she said, why don't you try Atkins with me? I said, what kind of food will I eat? She said, bacon, eggs. She said, bacon and eggs and maybe a few vegetables, but mostly meat. Meat. And hey, I love meat. I always have loved meat. I ain't have no problem with that. So I did. And I lost a few pounds. And but I didn't stick with anything. I did Weight Watchers, didn't stick with that. I did keto, didn't stick with that. I lost a lot of weight on keto. I lost about 20 pounds on keto. And then I just I just left it alone for a while until now. Contact I got on Carnivore. And like I said, I was just up one night and got on that and I listened to everybody. Some of them have serious illnesses that they got on Carnivore and it went away. I said, and I went all in. It was like that Friday night, Saturday morning. I got up and went to Walmart. I bought bacon and eggs and ground beef and chicken and fish. And I can't say shrimp good, but I bought shrimp too. And I found a few ribeyes marked down and a chuck roast. And I come home. I already had an Instant Pot. I already had a little oven that air fried stuff already. And my kids got me a indoor grill. I used that. I just cooked burgers before I got on with you for dinner. And I just started. I had been on 3 days. I started feeling so good. I like it's something with this. It's something with this diet. I'm gonna keep trying it. And then I heard Dr. Berry said, try it for 90 days. It's not quite 90 days. It won't be 90 days till July 30th. Because I start April 30th of this year. And I love it. Dave, I just love it. But before then, I stopped. I weren't doing anything. So I'm going to keep it up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep it up because I got a lot of stuff, but now I got type 2 diabetes, fibromyalgia, TMJ, you name it. I got a lot of stuff. I wrote them down because so I wouldn't remember. I wouldn't forget them. I got nerve pain real bad. I have injections in both butt cheeks because my sciatic nerve is above that. So they inject on both sides some kind of medicine, but it worked. I don't hurt when I get it. They told me not to do too much because it won't work if you move around and do too much. So I don't. But I was just in the ER for the same pain because my doctor put me on, those injections that help you to lose weight. I was on Manjaro, but everybody was buying it. I couldn't find it for about 2 months. And finally, they brought it to my door. And I was excited to take it because I was losing a little weight on it. And I injected it. But I forgot that I had the injection for the sciatic nerve pain. And I mixed the two. It sent me to the ER. Dave, I was in excruciating pain. I told that Dr. Archibald I was calling. I said, oh, Jehovah, please help me. Please help me. So much pain. They gave me morphine. That didn't help. And they ended up giving me something called Dilaudid. Soon as that got in my system, It knocked that pain out, Dave. And I told that doctor, you need to send me home with that medication. And he said, Miss Matthews, we can't send you home with this. We only have to use this in the hospital. And he said, it only lasts for 2 hours, so people get addicted to it. I said, but this pain, doc, I don't know. And I'll come home, Dave, I hurt so bad. So what I end up doing, because I take hydrocodone, well, they want me to, but I don't. I take hydrocodone, gabapentin, two blood pressure pills, two fluid pills, and a lot of other stuff for my sinuses and my allergies. And what I did, since I don't hurt like that anymore, I cut the blood pressure pills down. She took me off one of the fluid pills. She said, I'm going to take you off this because your blood pressure is good. It was 102 over 53. And my A1C, it was 7.2, it's down 5.5. Now, I was glad of that.
And sorry, this is after you've been on carnivore for how long?
2.5 months. It'll be 3 months, July 30th. And I'm like, I didn't tell her what I was doing. She just said, whatever you doing, keep doing it. She said, your weight's down. You down, I think she told me 32 pounds. I said, well, I knew I was down because I weighed on my own scale. But I said, okay, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I didn't tell her nothing. Then I went to a neurologist because he deals with nerves and stuff, and he was just a talking and a talking, and he was saying, I said, well, I'm watching. I'm doing some. I'm on a diet, and this stuff will be really good. And he said, well, long as nutritious. I said, it's nutritious because meat is nutrition to me. So I didn't tell him nothing either because they're negative. They are very negative, and I just didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to have to deal with these doctors with that kind of stuff. So when I was up to 300 pounds, I was in a 24 size dress, and I could wear 3X in pants. But now I'm in a large. All my clothes are big. I got to buy a sewing machine to cut the dress. All my dresses down, way down past my ankle, and my pants they done kind of like folded under my pants. So under my legs, I mean. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm never getting off Carnivore. As long as I can afford my meat, if I have to just eat ground beef, that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't ever plan on getting off Carnivore because it's helping me. I feel good, Dave. I had two back surgeries, two oral surgeries, and I had complete hysterectomy. I had 8 surgeries already. I had this hip, my left hip replaced, my right shoulder replaced. And I'm like, I don't want to replace nothing else. I want no more surgeries if I can help it. Because they take away that excruciating pain you're in, but it leaves you hurting for life. Well, I thought for life until I got on Carnivore. I feel wonderful. I don't hurt like that. I don't take that medicine 3 times a day anymore because I don't hurt it, so I don't need it. And then that nerve ran down both my legs. And so I couldn't walk. I'm back walking, Dave. I go walking every morning. And I'm like, this ain't gonna come off. I have to walk slow because I got a bone spur in this left knee. So I walk slow, but I walk far as I could go before my legs start hurting, start feeling weird. And then I turn around and come back. But I love it. I love Carnivore.
This is awesome. And the fact that it's worked so quickly, it's just amazing.
Yes, I love it. You know what? If they was talking, I'm like, yeah, let me try it. Everybody's saying how good it is and how they feel. I want to feel good. I used to wake up every morning in pain. I hated to get up because I was all over. My hands used to be stiff. I couldn't even open my pill bottles. I can open them now. I can get up now without, I almost can jump up, Dave. I feel so good. I told my daughter the other day, I feel like running. Don't because these knees ain't no good yet. But I feel good all the time now. It's been 11 years since I could say that.
That's so great. Like, and how are your family reacting to this? Have they noticed it?
I have a son living in England. He was just here last month. He came, him and his wife from England. I was telling him, and he said, "Mom, if you feel good with that, no matter what nobody else say, you keep doing it." My daughter don't say much. The other side, they don't say much. I don't care if they don't. I don't care what people think or what they say. I'm sticking with it because I know how I feel, how it make me feel, how good I feel. Now I feel like I can do anything. It's kind of like I don't know which one, Dr. Berry or Dr. Chafee, like Hercules. I feel like Wonder Woman or something. Feels so good all the time. And everybody laughed because I was walking around with a cane. I was complaining all the time. And I went to my meeting today because I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And they said, Martha, you moving around. You ain't got your cane. I said, I feel 100%. And I really do. And this just happened since I started in April.
It's it's just um yeah, I can't get over how much it's changed for you in less than 90 days. It's just fantastic.
I love it. I was shocked she took me off a pill. I didn't think she was going to take me off anything this quick, but she did. She said, your A1C, she said, it's down. Your blood pressure is down because I kept on high blood pressure and my sugar was always up. And I didn't know why, but I listened to Dr. Berry and he said it's insulin resistant, they call it. And I'm like, well, I guess I must be losing some of that because I don't hurt like I used to. Hurt so bad I would cry all the time. And I don't mind crying. If I'm hurt today, I don't care who sees me. I told somebody I don't care if Jesus standing. I'm gonna cry in front of him too.
So your A1C is at 5.5, so that's not even pre-diabetic anymore.
No.
And did you say your blood pressure was 102 now
Yeah, over
over 50?
53. Yeah,
That's
53.
so that's why you dropped some medication. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why she took me off that one fluid pill. And they have me taking 3 blood pressure pills. Two different ones, but one of them 50 milligrams. I came on 8 hydrogen something. But I take 1 pill a day. If I'm not taking all that stuff, my blood pressure is that low. I'm not finna make myself whatever it will do. If I take it, I don't need it. I take 1 pill in the morning. That's it. I'm praying it, but I go back in the next 3 months, she said. And she was kind of, because I told her I'm not taking that shot. I'm not on that diabetic medication because I don't need it. She said, well, we'll see in 3 months. And then if it's gone back out, I have to put you back on it. But you know what I tell doctors today when they say that? I say, you can write it out, all right? That don't mean I'm going to take it. But you can write it out. That's your job. You're a doctor, but I don't have to take it. And I'm not taking it. If it made me so sick, I threw them vows in the garbage. I put it through some paper so nobody else wouldn't get it. And then I threw them things in the garbage and I'm like, I'm not calling for that anymore. Because with that, they don't just send it out to you like normal medication. You have to call the pharmacy. And then if they got it, they will give it to you. Most times these pharmacies, one day I called 8 pharmacies. Did nobody have it? I'm like, I'm tired of
This
this.
is the Monjaro.
Yes. Can't find it anywhere. But that time they did, and I took it in. I landed in the ER with that medicine.
Yeah. So how do you eat day to day now?
I have bacon and egg just about every morning. I'm a simple girl, don't take much. I have bacon and I got off coffee, Dave. I love coffee. But without my hazelnut coffee creamer, it ain't so good no more. I did not know coffee was that bitter. I even tried to put salt in it, and it was okay with the salt. They like, just can't do black coffee. I like, And I tried the heavy whipping cream for a while. I'd seen my weight go back up. I'm like, I'm not doing the heavy. I can't do dairy because my weight will go back up. And then I started hurting all over again. I started hurting too when I did the dairy. And then I tried to do a little cheese. Little cheese don't bother me so much, but that heavy whipping cream, it did. And I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. I got this weight on the road because at first I weighed when I first started Carnivore, and the weight I started seeing, I lost 4 pounds when I first started. And then it started going up. I'm like, what is this? So, and then I heard Dr. Barry said, don't worry about the scale, measure, take pictures, and all of that. I said, okay. I'm not looking. I look at it once in a while. I just because it was happening. I did it every morning before I started Carnivore. So I weigh every once in a while. So now I'm down. I was 282. Now I'm down 247. So I'm like, okay, I like this. I like this kind of for diet because I tried Michaela Peterson, a lion diet. I tried that for about 4 days. I couldn't stick with that lion diet. I like I went back to the carnivore diet because I can have bacon and eggs. I love my bacon. I love my eggs. So I went back to that. I didn't want to do just beef. I wanted to do the bacon and eggs. I like variety in my food because I'm scared I get sick of beef. So I don't want to do that. I want to keep eating a variety of food so I can stick with it. And this year, I love meat. I always have, so I can stick with this. I can stick with the carnivore diet for life.
Yeah. So bacon and eggs for in the morning, and
Yep.
then
And eggs,
with
that's right.
another.
Then I have I go to we got a store here called IGA. IGA always have marked down beef and pork, but I'm at pork. As soon as I eat it, my blood pressure go sky high. So I don't deal with pork at all. I just stick with the beef, the fish, and the chicken. And so I have like a ribeye and 3 eggs for lunch. And then I cut back in dinner because I don't really be hungry. I eat like 2 patties and 2 eggs. That's it. And then if I feel hungry, what I do, I make butter bites. The ketogenic woman had that recipe. I made those and I ordered the silicone muffin, the silicone bacon set. So I make my butter bites. And if I get feeling hungry, I pop up a butter bite in my mouth. And that take away the hunger right away. And I got my old trusty cup of water. I drink 3 of these a day, Dave. I always have enough water. I never had a problem with drinking water. I don't need nothing in it except I do those electrolytes because that's another thing, Dave. When I started, I didn't do the electrolytes. I did the salt, but I was still lightheaded and dizzy. So I'm like, I need some electrolytes. Salt is not cutting the mustard, just the salt. So I went on Amazon and I ordered the Element little bitty packet. So I put one of those in this cup and I sip on it all day. And I'm not lightheaded or dizzy anymore. So apparently it balances out.
Nice. So, congratulations on getting down to 247. Um, at this stage, firstly, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
5'5". And so what's your goal? What would you like to get down to?
Go is 160. I know I got a ways to go, maybe some years to go. I don't know, but 160 is where I want to be. I just got to. I don't want to. I used to say 180, but that's too close to 200. So I want to go
So,
down.
you just said there, it might take you some time, but the great thing about carnivore, I find, is that you feel so good and everything else, all the aches and pains and things start to go away. So it's easy to stay the distance to that 160 relative to another diet because you're not so focused on it's just weight loss and I'm starving myself and all that kind of thing, right?
No, I feel good. You know what? I started feeling good. Like I said, in 3 days, I started feeling really good. And I'm like, there's something to this. That one lady though, I felt so good. I was so happy that this was working for me. I mentioned it to one of my friends. You know what she said? You don't need to be eating that meat. A lady died eating meat. I said, I guarantee you it wasn't the meat that killed her. It was something else that killed that lady. It wasn't meat. So then I don't tell nobody. I don't mention it. I keep my happiness to myself. And that's why I got up with you, Dave, because I've seen so many other people talking to you, and I don't know, I feel really comfortable with you.
Cheers. So no one around you has kind of said to you, "Oh, well, what's happening? Let me try this as well."
Yes, it was a lady the other day. She called me and she said, she was at the Kingdom Hall last Sunday and I were there too. And she said, Martha, because I was on Weight Watchers, I lost maybe 10, 12 pounds. And she said, are you still doing the Weight Watch? I said, girl, no. I canceled that subscription. I'm doing Carnivore. She said, what's the Carnivore? I said, you just eat meat. You eat all variety of different kinds of meat. She's a real bad diabetic, Dave. She done had two back surgery, getting ready to have another one. I said, you need to try the carnivore diet before you have another surgery. You need to try that first. So she said, what do you eat? I said, meat. Buy all kinds of meat. And she have a husband. It's easier for me because I'm single and I live by myself. So it's easier for me. I said, but if your husband, I said, cook meat, cook enough for him too. Then cook whatever he want and you stick to that. She said, I said, check it out for yourself. Go on YouTube. Look at Dr. Berry. Look at Dave Mack. And I was naming the different people that I follow. You know, you, Dr. Berry, Dr. Jason, Dr. Baker. I said, just go and listen to them and listen to the people they're interviewing. Just listen to them. And you figure it out for yourself. I said, because you hurt bad enough, you get tired of having surgeries, you're gonna find something like I did.
Yeah, I hope she does it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
two other women's days. One of them tried it, but she wasn't. She cheated a lot. So I called her and I was telling her what I was doing, and she said, I'm doing it, but I cheat a lot." I said, "Stop cheating, stop snacking." I said, "Just get on it and stick with her." She was saying how good she felt, and I said, "Just the feeling alone, they make me want to stick with it." She said, I'm gonna get back on. You are very encouraging, Margaret. She said, I'm gonna get back on it and I'm gonna get back on faithful. I said, good. And then I talked to another lady. She had heard of it, but she hadn't tried it. And I told her, go on YouTube and listen to all the doctors and everybody else saying, because she had what's that disease? She have a real bad disease too. And I said, well, she's gluten where she can't have gluten. I forget what's the name of that illness.
said celiac.
Yeah, she got silly. I said, why don't you go on YouTube and do your research? She said, I'm going to do that. I said, okay. So far, that's two or three people so far. And I'm hoping they stick with it.
Nice. Yeah. And
You know what, Dave? I think after I go on down, lose more weight, and I'm not taking that diabetic shot to let me lose weight, they see I'm coming on down. I think my family will get on board. Because I
has it
think, huh?
has anyone said to you, "Wow, that diabetic medication's working really well?" And
You know,
you're like, surprise.
I said, nope, I'm not doing that no more. I'm watching my diet. I'm on the carnivore diet. I said, no, I'm on the best diet I ever been on. And there's another gentleman at the Kingdom Hall, a young one, he was in his 40s. He tried it for 3 months, but he didn't stick with it. He little anyway, Dave. But they just don't know all these vegetables and stuff are killing them, but they don't realize. So he got off and didn't get back. I'm like, well, I'm not getting on. I'm sticking with it. I feel too good to go do anything else. Ain't nothing else out there really though, Dave. Nothing.
So when you're out doing your shopping, and you're buying the meat and the eggs and stuff, do you kind of look at people's carts and go, I wish I could go and talk to them and tell them that this
You
is
need to talk
poison?
to them. Yes, that lady one day. That was today. I come from the Kingdom on stop by IGA and I found some ribeyes and some ribeye burger patty. They are really good. They was marked down. I got 2 packs of those. And I looked over at that lady's basket. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing. And all that stuff. She had potato chips, ice cream, cookies, candy. I'm like, stuff that you heat up in the microwave that's breaded. I look at them, I just shake my head. If y'all only knew what I know and what I'm doing. I wish everybody could get on the carnivore diet. Everybody. Then to put the doctors out of business. But I wish they could and would. But a lot of people, they want their sweets. They want them vegetables. They want their fruit. Because they do ask me, what about fruit? What about vegetables? I said, what about it? I'm happy. I feel good. When I was eating fruit and vegetables, I felt miserable. I hurt all the time. Y'all know that. So no, I'm not going back.
Yeah, the thing I notice most in the supermarket, even in Japan, which is, compared to many Western countries, is relatively metabolically healthy. Um, the thing I notice is that so many people buy, like, they fill up their shopping cart with just stuff in boxes. There's nothing, and like, not even vegetables anymore. It's just like everything's in boxes. And I think, what are you doing? You don't understand that. I wish I could say something. It's yeah.
You want to say something to everybody you see, but they'll look at you like you're crazy. They really do. That's me. I gotta have more than that. No milk for your bones. I said my bones just fine. Just eat meat.
Yeah. So, have you noticed any change in your oral health?
They're whiter. I used to use soda and peroxide mix, and I would brush them and get them white. I hadn't had to do that. I had not had, and they always have said, Martha, you got it. I tell you one thing, you're gonna laugh. I think when I went and had this shoulder replaced, this lady said, ma'am, you gotta take out your partials. I said, these don't come out, these mine. She said, but they so straight and they white. Why? I said, I don't know why, but they always have. They're like this. And when I started Carnivore, they just got whiter. I'm like, and my ears used to itch so bad. They don't itch like that anymore. I used to break out. I think she called that eczema right around here. It was real dry and patchy. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Under my
Yeah,
it was real black. That's just lighting up now. It's lighter. It's more like my skin. I love that.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
speak up. Like I don't want to like weird makeup no way, but I don't like the dark spots. I had dark spots here, and my daughter got them, but mine's are going away. Some of my moles, I still got a lot of moles, but they going away. I feel my neck. A lot of them going away. And I was going to have, see if the doctor would go in there and take them off. But now I don't need her to do that. They just falling off.
So when you kind of glance at yourself in the mirror now, do you kind of double take and go, "Wow, this doesn't feel like me anymore."
Girl, you look good. So I get in that mirror and I turn sideways and I turn this way. If I couldn't see the weight coming off it, for everybody was saying, Martha, you're getting smaller. I could not see it. But now, even my neck, I can see it. And I don't have all this like I had. I had it, ooh, fat. So it's not like that. Now I can see my neck. It was like hanging down here. Not so much anymore. I like that.
That's awesome. So if you had to give someone advice about starting Carnivore, and they were willing to give it a good try, what would be your top tips for them to kind of stick with it?
I would tell them to go on YouTube, listen to the doctor, listen to you first, and then make the grocery list out and go shopping. And just start it. Start 30 days and then see how you feel. And if 30 days you feel good, then try it another 30 days. And then you feel even better, go another 30 days. And then, girls, stick with it. That's what I would tell them. Just stick with it. Because I am. And I'm gonna let my how you say it. I'm gonna let what I'm doing in my body, let them watch and see for themselves. I think they'll see for themselves.
So for someone watching now that might not have started yet, um, how did you deal with cravings early on, and when did those cravings start to dissipate?
You know what, Dave? I've never been much of a sweet eater, and I've never been much of a bread eater. So I was already on Weight Watchers watching my weight. The only thing I crave was sweets because I drank the sweet hazelnut coffee creamer. That's when the cravings would come back. So I figured I got to get off this. Dr. Mary said, it's junk. Get off it. I said, I just got to get it. And I did. I just had one day I had it. I had just bought a big old carton of hazelnut coffee. I just pulled it up. I just poured it out and I didn't look back. And to this day, I'm still not doing coffee because I can't have the creamer. So I just don't do it because it will bring them cravings. Any sweet to me will bring them cravings right back. And I'm like, I went out of town last month with a friend and I got off Carnivore. I bought the bacon and eggs, but I didn't buy anything else. Then when I come back, I had the worst time with them cravings. I ain't doing that no more. I told her, I said, we go out of town next year. I said, I'm banning my food when I get to where we going. I ain't getting off Carnivore no more. And she's trying it. She says she's gonna go on YouTube. I forgot about her. She's gonna go on YouTube and she's gonna try it because she got Hashimoto. She's dealing with that. And she just had back surgery. And she said, you look good. You act like you feel good. I said, I do feel good. Because I go around the Kingdom Hall, I just be smiling and moving, talking to everybody. I used to sit because I hurt so bad. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do that. She's going to try it.
Nice. So a lot of skeptical people about carnivore would say it's too restrictive. How would you respond to that?
No, it's not. I said your health should be worth more than any restriction that you think is restrictive. It's not restrictive at all. It's affordable. I said, you never had things just ground beef, you still eating beef. I said, it's not restrictive to me. I love it. I had already cut back the braids, the sweets, and all that stuff anyway. So I just went cold turkey in it. I just went shopping and I just got on and started it. And I'm glad I did.
So, Martha, is there any way that people can reach out to you? Do you have social media or?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok too, I think. My daughter put me on all this stuff, but I know for sure I'm on Facebook. And it's got my name, Martha Matthews. That's it. And I have an email address too. And it's Matthews Martha at iCloud.com.
Awesome. Well, I'll link to all of those below. Martha, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story. I really appreciate your time.
Welcome, Dave. Thank you for allowing me to come on. I watch you and watch you and watch you. I said, I got to find out some way to reach out to Dave. I said, I want to go on and talk to Dave. I just got to. And thank you for allowing me and invite me to come on. I enjoyed every minute of it.